Greetings, greetings, good people. Happy Thursday. It's June 13th. The year is 2024. And I wanted to touch on a couple of hot topics and share my thoughts with you guys. All right. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Please pay your admission fee, and that is by hitting the like button. All right. Costs you nothing. Share your thoughts in the comments below about any of the topics that we'll be discussing today. On today's quick lineup, 50 Cent, could he be in trouble? We shall see. All right. The actress from the Bernie Mac show, her real name is Camille Winbush. She is having to explain for whatever reason why she joined OnlyFans. And then this is a trending topic, y'all. Star Jones's ex-husband, Al Reynolds. He says that he was very honest with Star Jones about his sexuality. Okay, we're going to touch on that. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this 50 Cent situation. Okay. So I saw this on allhiphop.com. You can feel free to read the article in its entirety at your leisure. All right. So the headline reads 50 Cent in danger. Drug kingpin vows to take him up out of here in $1 billion power feud. Isn't this interesting? Let's read on. The former drug kingpin locked in a fiery $1 billion lawsuit against 50 Cent over the hit TV series Power. It has the rap star's lawyers on high alert, okay, after threatening to take the rapper up out of here. Certain words I can't say, y'all, if you're wondering why I'm not saying the K word, all right? The algorithm is very sensitive. So this man by the name of Corey Ghost Holland, he asserts that Power closely mirrors his life story depicted in a 2007 CD titled Blasphemy, which he claims that he sent to the series co-creator Courtney Kemp's father as a plea for a legitimate exit from the drug trade. The reason why I emphasize co-creator is because 50 Cent is not the creator of Power, okay? I get so irritated when I hear people say that. If you've been if you're an OG royal family member, then you already know I've said this plenty of times. Power is Courtney Kemp's show, not 50 Cent's show. 50 Cent ain't right nothing. All right. I just want to point that out. Now, this is very interesting. Okay. This man is claiming that he gave this story to Courtney Kemp's father. I specifically recall Courtney Kemp stating that this character, Ghost, James St. Patrick, is loosely based on her father. That's what she said. You guys remember in OG Power back in the day, after the episode ended, toward at the end, Courtney Kemp would come on and give a breakdown of the episode. And then they had as later seasons, they had like a little nighttime show where some of the cast members would sit around in a talk show setting, and it was hosted by Terrence. Remember that? Okay. I remember Courtney Kemp, even in her lives on Instagram that she used to do, she said that the character Ghost is based on her father. Now, this is interesting. Is it based on your father, or you got the character from your father? Somebody ain't telling the truth. Okay. And I thought this comment was so freaking funny. Someone wrote, if Power mirrored his life, wouldn't his son have popped and taken him up out of here by now? And you know what's unfortunate? 50 Cent could have ripped off the idea totally, or Courtney Kemp could have ripped off the idea totally from this man. No one is going to care. You know why? Because some people, not me, like 50 Cent. Okay, he's quote unquote popular. They like his trolling. People in the comments are saying this man is not going to win. See, some people don't care about the truth. They don't care. People just want to be entertained. Okay. So it is interesting that they're, going back and forth. What I wish this man wouldn't have done, if this is true, because this is all alleged, I wish this man wouldn't have threatened Curtis. See, you got to keep your cool, Ghost. You got to keep your cool. And not only that, you admitting to being a drug kingpin? What's the statute of limitations on drug kingpins? Is there one? I hope so for this guy's sake. All right, let's move it along. Are you guys watching Power? I'm actually glad that Power Book 2 is coming to an end. I'm not happy that these actors are going to be without work for some time. I'm pretty sure all of them will find work. But yeah, Power Book 2 fell flat for me. I did watch every episode out of obligation because I'm an OG Power fan, but yeah, it's time for it to end. All right, up next. Bernie Mac's television daughter, okay? The Bernie Mac show actress Camille Winbush. She explains why she joined OF, and she says that the residual checks are not sustainable for a living, okay? I don't even know why anybody cares and has any negative thing to say. This is a grown woman, okay? So let's read the article. So the Jasmine brand, they previously reported in 2021 that actress Camille Winbush, she basically caused quite a stir when she launched her OnlyFans account. 34-year-old woman. 34. The 34-year-old isn't the only celeb you'll see on the platform, mostly known for explicit adult content it features. Known for the explicit adult content it features. However, Camille, she previously said her work on the site would be done her way, meaning minimal nudity. All right. I mean, it's her account. She can do what she wants. She's 34, might I add. Okay. Despite the disclaimer, many were shocked by Camille Winbush's taking her talents to OF, mainly because they watched her grow up on the family sitcom The Bernie Mac Show. During a recent interview with Comedy Hype, Winbush, she addressed her critics and explained what prompted her to join OnlyFans. Okay. She shared, people that are outside of the acting world have no place to speak on it. I have to agree. When people are saying, oh, those Bernie Mac checks must have dried up, I'm like, from a job 20 years ago when I was 12 years old? Yeah, like duh. Okay. Speaking on residual checks and how the amount received has decreased over time, she continued, if I was on Friends making $1 million an episode, yes, those residual checks would still be very nice. But as time goes on, they get smaller and smaller every year. You're not making the same amount that you were when the show was current per episode. 20 years later, those checks are not sustainable for a living. Is this not common sense? Does she really have, you know what? It's not. It should be, but you have to explain things to people. Winbush also touched on how fickle the industry can be, and she added, you can count on any job to last, or you can't count? Is that supposed to say can't? Anyway, so over the years, I have done regular 9-to-5s. I owned an ice cream shop for 3 years when I was a teenager. But if I can find a way to make enough to buy a home from the comfort and safety of my own living room, why wouldn't I do that? Winbush previously shut down naysayers who claimed that her TV uncle, the late Bernie Mac, would be disappointed in her profession. She expressed, I made the mistake of reading comments about my fan announcement. Overall, the majority were supportive, and I appreciate that. I really do. But I'm human, and of course the ones that stick out to me were the negatives. So let me be clear. I am not broke or desperate for money. Bernie, God rest his soul, is not turning over in his grave. Stop saying that. Even if meant as a joke, it is far from funny. I hope she understands that people are stupid. Let me tell you something. This is a grown 34-year-old woman. Like she said, she's not broke or destitute, but do you guys see the price of cereal? Y'all don't see how much cereal costs these days? She is not doing anything to harm anyone, okay? And like she said, if she can make money from the comfort and safety from her living room, why wouldn't she do it? Don't watch. But people are always going to have something to say, girl. You could have joined a nunnery and people would have something to say. I don't see anything wrong with it. Y'all not paying her bills. And see, she made a point when she said that if she was on Friends, they were getting $1 million an episode. You know, see, y'all make fun of her. Oh, them checks must have dried up. What are you guys? Is anybody supporting her? Anybody putting her in any roles? Anybody doing anything? No. Is she asking anyone to do that? No. She's going out and doing what needs to be done for her to take care of herself. What is wrong with that? If she was bagging groceries at Whole Foods, y'all would have a problem with that. She on OnlyFans in the safety of her own home and comfort of her own. Y'all have a problem with that. Girl, like she said, she made the mistake of reading the comments. Trust me, I'm pretty sure if a lot of you guys could, some of y'all could do it without being noticed and bring in the amount of money that they bring on that platform, you probably would do it in these tough economic times. I'm glad that she's doing what she got to do and moving on. She ain't hurting nobody. Anyway. Child. You see the headline. Now, see, some of the younger people might not even know what this is all about. But some of us older girls, we heard the whispers when Star got married to this man. Okay, I remember when Star was on The View, sitting by BW. Okay, I remember when The View first premiered. All right. And I remember when Star was so excited to marry this man. And I remember the whispers. I remember what Wendy Williams said too. All right. So this the title of this article, Star Jones's ex-husband Al Reynolds says that he was very honest with her about his sexuality during their relationship. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of us don't believe this. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter, but a lot of us don't believe it. They didn't believe it back then, and they don't believe it now. So let's read this article. Al Reynolds, former husband of TV personality and lawyer Star Jones, reaffirms that he's always been honest about his sexuality with his past partners. He's 56? The 56-year-old former banker who publicly came out as bisexual in 2017 recently shared his views on disclosing gender identity and his personal experiences on Fox Soul's TGIF. During the show, alongside co-host Claudia Jordan, Armand Wiggins, and guest host Lunel, Al Reynolds discussed whether transgender individuals should disclose their gender identity on a first date. He acknowledged the complexities involved, and this is what he said. There's so many moving factors around this. Okay? In a surprising twist, comedian Lunel mentioned Al Reynolds' past marriage to Star Jones and directly questioned him about his sexuality, aiming to connect his personal experiences to their topic of discussion. This is well written. Who wrote this over at the Jasmine brand? She asked, Al was married to Star, and he's clearly talking about how gay he is on this show. Did you come out and expose yourself to Star when you first got married? Al Reynolds responded emphatically stating, "Oh my goodness, I have never been not truthful with anybody that I've dated." Immediately, Lunel asked, "Oh, so Star knew she married a gay man?" Listen, Lunel was asking what everybody was probably thinking, those of us who remember when Star married Al. Reynolds, he replied, "I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. All of them." Al Reynolds publicly came out in 2017 during an interview with Radar Online where he discussed his journey to self-acceptance. And he said, "Today I accept myself as a bisexual man. I have learned that sexual orientation is not binary, at least for me. I am capable of loving both sexes, and I have done both." The Fox Soul host also discussed his openness with his ex-wife Star Jones in more detail on the ASAP Another Sean Allen podcast in 2021. Remember, at that time, Star Jones, was probably, besides Oprah, one of the largest black women, oh my God, no pun intended, entertainers in the business. She was a household name. She was on ABC. So I knew that if I was going to rock with her, I had to be 100% transparent with her, and I was. There was no reason for me not to be transparent. He went on to mention that Star Jones had been with other bisexual men before him. Mm-mm-mm. Reynolds claimed, anybody who knows my ex-wife, I was not the first bisexual man that she was involved. The guy that she was engaged with before she met me was a bisexual man. He came out shortly after she got married as gay. So I'm not the first bisexual man that she was involved with. Star Jones, now married to administrative law judge Ricardo Lugo since 2018, has not publicly commented on Reynolds' his recent statements regarding their past relationship. And she shouldn't. And she shouldn't. I don't think that you should confirm or deny anything. Um, Al is the one that said that he's been honest with all of his partners and relate in all of his relationships. I think Star Jones is smart. And I think she knows how this game works. It would be foolish, in my opinion, for her to respond for her to even say in response to it. I don't think she should say anything. Don't come out and say anything. You are happily married now. Think about how this attention or giving this any attention would affect your current husband. What's done in the past is in the past. Al is the one claiming that he's been honest with all of his partners. So he's the one, he was asked, so he's the one that has to do the explaining. Star Jones, don't say anything. Don't confirm it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So that was an interesting exchange. I do usually watch TGIF with Claudia, Armand, and Al. I was watching from the time they began the show when they came on like once a week, then twice, then they moved to 5 days a week. So I didn't see this one, but I am hopefully they don't clip it out. I am gonna go back and actually watch this episode. But I saw this trending and I thought that I would talk about it for those girls that remember when Star married Al. So that's about it. Star Jones, don't you open your mouth, girl, and say nothing. Live life happily ever after with your current husband. It is what it is. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. Drop down in the comments. Share your thoughts. What do you think about the former Bernie Mac actress minding her business and working like the rent is due? Do you care? Did you watch the Bernie Mac show? Do you care that she's on the OnlyFans platform? Who cares? 50 Cent. Do you think that he really could possibly be in trouble for stealing somebody else's story? But why not Courtney Kemp, though? Why 50 Cent? I don't know. Share your thoughts. And Star Jones's ex-husband, Al Reynolds. Do you guys watch TGIF? What do you think about Al as a panelist on the show? Do you guys like his personality? Do you think that he was honest with Star Jones from the beginning? I mean, listen, if Star Jones knew and she dated him and she married him, that's her business. If she's dated bisexual men before and she's attracted to them and she likes them, that's her business too. A lot of people are not buying that, what Al Reynolds is saying, but if he's telling the truth, what's wrong with that? All right, y'all, I'm signing off. I love you for watching, and as always, I'll talk to you later.